Hey there, Wondering Watchers. I'm Sony Golden for The Vibe is Golden. Welcome to this edition of Tabloid Tarot, where we use tarot and oracle cards to unveil celebrity news stories that might hit the tabloids next and dig into old scandals that still cause a stir. In today's Tabloid Tarot, we're taking a peek at a singer and songwriter who went from white tank tops to crocodile skins in his new movie. We're tabloid taroting Shawn Mendes. So let's see what sensational headline we have for Shawn and its implications. We have this card of grieving, fear, create magic, and peace. So here with this fear card, it's reminding me about how Shawn had canceled his world tour to focus on his mental health. And I guess fear and grieving kind of go hand in hand together. But you also have this peace card here, which is a sense of acceptance and letting things go. And then the creating magic. I do think it's interesting that you have the scales of this dragon here, and he's in that kids movie, that Lyle Crocodile movie. And so this creating magic, it kind of seems like perhaps this next headline has to do with him getting a sense of peace when it comes to his fear of being on the stage or singing or life in general, and is ready to jump back into creating some type of magic. So let's see what this headline is. We have for Shawn, in terms of his past, the Wheel of Fortune. So a sense of like big changes for him that he's trying to really deal with. Also, I believe he's like 24 years old, and kind of I believe there's research studies that say for males, I think it's around age 25, where their certain parts of their brain start to kind of fully develop. And it has to do with like reason and consequences, things like that. I'm gonna get clarification of this. You have Two of Wands. So yeah, it seems like the changes in his life really have been pulling him in a couple directions, but he's really been in his comfort zone, seeing what he can do, but really afraid to move forward. So let's see what this focus is of the news. You have the Hanged Man. So it could be the focus is that he is like voluntarily surrendering himself to something. Maybe it's like a religion, or let me see what the additional details are. You got Two of Cups. Perhaps it has to do with dating and celibacy. Maybe staying away from dating. I know there's discussions or photos of Shawn and his chiropractor, who is, I think, 26 years older than him. And it's been speculated that they've been a thing for some time. But it does make sense that if he is dealing with like fears and anxiety, and I did see something where he says, he kind of, people hold their anxiety and emotional things in their neck and upper back. So it would make sense that he's spending time with his chiropractor, but my dad's been my chiropractor for 47 years, but you know, we're not as close as some of those pictures depict him and his chiropractor. I think her name is Jocelyn. So I'm going to clarify this Two of Cups. Yeah, the Nine of Swords. So yeah, it does kind of seem that there is a focus on him maybe staying away from dating altogether so he can really focus on getting over his mental health issues and go back to like what he loves to create. So let's see Shawn's hope for the situation. Well, you have the Nine of Wands. So his hope is really to kind of keep going despite the fears that he has. So let's see what the fears are that he has. You have the Hermit. So to some degree, fears just being totally alone and isolated to the point where he won't want to come back. So let's see what external factors influence how this story develops. You have the Eight of Swords. So to some degree, even though this asks about external factors, this is like perceptions that there are other people with more power than you or more ability than you kind of keeping you down. So still kind of up in his head. So let's see what likely development there is for follow-up. You have the Devil here. So to some degree, you know, it seems like outside temptations might be an issue, or giving his power to someone who could take advantage of his situation, honestly. Someone that he trusts, someone who he's going to be relying on. So I'm going to clarify this Devil. You have the Ace of Wands. Interesting. So this Devil could just be a temptation for something easy, something new, that energy, you know, maybe creating that magic somehow. So to some degree, it seems like Shawn is still dealing with his mental health, and there is potential for someone in a power position, kind of like this is the external factors. Maybe there is a real concern for someone that's close to him to take advantage of him and have him feel like this is a new opportunity, a new, you know, inspirational spark, something that will inspire him or motivate him. So thanks for watching this edition of Tabloid Tarot. We'll see you next time. Take care.